Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the classic Scythe. And yeah, it's weird. I'm unboxing this game 9 years after the fact. Probably one of the most famous board games and most successful releases of board games ever. And I'm really late to the party, but finally decided to take the step to try it. And yeah, actually, I have almost no idea about this game. Besides, it's impossible not to have an idea about Scythe. It's just too present overall, everywhere. But still, I have no true idea about the components, the quality, everything else, and everything really. What really helped me take the plunge was random forums, BGG and Reddit, but basically random forums where I saw that some people really liked playing this solo, especially using the app, because since I started wanting to play mid heavy euros, this game, no, the only reason I didn't play this game right away is because when this was out, I was just starting, and this was way too heavy for me. But the truth is that I love this team. I love this art, and the only reason I never tried was one, the wave, and second, the fact that you kind of needed like +3 players. And recently, I realized you could play it solo. Also realized you could play it solo with a app that does most of the work for you, and there's a really, you can't see it, but there's a tiny bug flying around here that's really it's flying in my face. Anyway, I think it's gone. Okay, so as I was saying, the fact that you can play it solo and that there's a non-official app that really makes it breezy just made me, and the fact that you can also use that automata to play with another player, so you can have a two-player game basically be like a three-player game. And also recently, I've just before opening the box, I've come to realize recently that just because some games say that they are ideal at a certain player count doesn't mean you shouldn't play them at other player counts. I was always too strict with myself with the wave I was playing games at and the player counts. If I knew I could not be playing a game at the ideal player count, I would just not buy it and not even consider it. And recently I realized that some games are good, are above average. Some games I really love at two players, even though they are not meant for it. And some games are just that good that even if it's not the ideal player count, doesn't mean the game is bad. Probably it's better than others. And also sometimes you don't conform to the masses. Sometimes your taste is different, and sometimes you do enjoy that game at those player counts. So I just decided to take finally try this classic and just buy it. And that's it. So let's start. Let's start. This box looks really cool. I don't love this. I just don't love all the empty space. It's just that still this looks awesome. Yeah, this is a good site. This is a cool site. More or less a cool side. I would prefer the mechs. I would prefer to have this side. I don't think this fits the Kallax, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But yeah, and what do we have here? Yeah, these two sides are really cool. I really like the big sides. They're just way better. I don't want some girl models. Like, this looks, it doesn't look bad, but yeah. Anyway, let's stop nitpicking about stupid stuff as I always do. And get this open, so nothing much in there. Actually telling you, this is awesome. Kinda ugly, but awesome. What do we have more? Okay, we have some play testers. We have a lot of credits in the box here. This is cool. This is cool. This is a really heavy box, and yeah, this will be less heavy once I punch everything out. Because if the box is this heavy, this box is going to be ruined really fast every time I take it. So the rule book, some backstory, objectives, goals, components. It looks breezy. It's not just text. Looks cool. Looks okay. Just a quick look. Can't say my opinions on the rulebook are really anything at all because I'm just skipping by. Top row actions, bottom row. Rulebook looks really cool. I think this is actually my first Stonemaier game. I've actually played Wingspan, friend's copy, but that's it. That's my whole experience with Stonemaier, so it's going to be my first time. Maybe I'll be amazed, I don't know. Maybe I'll beat myself for skipping on this game for so many years. And I've always mostly just played Euro games when it comes to big games, so... But I've been finding out that I do enjoy games that might mix the Ameritrash genre with some war. And yeah, it's really cool. I'm probably going to learn this solo first, and then later probably try play it at 2 players with or without the automata. And then who knows, maybe if I really like this game, maybe I'll be able to organize a game night where I'll teach this. But what? Board extension? You want to make the board bigger? Board extension? I mean, I get a bigger board, but an extension is different. An extension is more stuff, so I'm not sure how that works. This is really cool. How to play video. Questions. It's really cool. It's really thought out. For now, I'm really pleased with Stonemaier. Just these little touches are really cool. The rulebook is quality. Quick reference guides, these are cool. I'm going to be truthful with you. In most games, I never use these big reference guides because they just don't really fit on the table that well. What is this? Achievement set. Okay, cool. Hey, cool. I wish more games had achievements and a way for you to track them. This is cool. It's cool. Now this is the automata that I'm just probably going to read through a bit and then just forget about it and use the app and trust the community. That app is really good. And personality. Difficulty and personality. Okay, that's nice. So, all the punchboards. I'm not going to start punching now. Let me get to the backs first. Just going to take a look. See the other side. I always forget to see the other side and then I miss something important. It's the board. So let's look at the board. I'm guessing this will be impressive. It never looks that impressive in photos and videos, and these types of things always look better. Live. So let's get some space going, and I have no idea how big this is. I hope it's big. I hope there's space for the players. My table is not that big too. Fucking hell. Sorry. So how big is this? I'll probably need to make some adjustments. Okay. I'll need to make some adjustments. This is actually the first unboxing I'm standing on my feet. I'm wearing pajamas, so I hope that doesn't show. I'm trying to... Yeah, this looks really cool. It does look a bit probably more contrasty or more dark than I would wish in some places, but it looks really cool. It's really detailed. No, this looks awesome. Looks a bit confusing to me right now. I haven't. I mean, I tried the tutorial once on BGG, but I didn't really get the chance to understand the game that well. This looks really cool. I would say the iconography is just a tiny bit ugly, but it does fit the theme well. And yeah, this is big. This is as big as I would want a board to be. For example, Nemesis on my table is just a bit too big. You don't have space for. You almost don't have space for the player boards. This is cool. It's cool. I like this. I like this. So let's. What's on the other side, by the way? Oh my god! Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm on the right side. Uh, is this related to player count? I have no idea. Let me get a simple look in here. What does it say about the board? It just says one game board. So nothing here. Concepts, types. So setup. Setup doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything about board size. Why doesn't it say anything about board size? I mean, it may say, and I'm just not seeing it because I'm kind of skimming through. But it isn't. That was all still set up. So I guess I will have no idea. This does look like the backside of the board, so let's try and see the other side without ruining anything. Oh, the other side is vertical. What? Okay, so I guess this is half the map. And then you can buy the other half and just have a big ass map. This is way too big. No, but this is awesome. Giving you the possibility to just have it be so. I never. Oh my god, this is almost the full size of my table. Now this is awesome. There's no. I don't have space for player boards, but this is awesome. If I ever want to go really epic, this is really awesome. Jesus. This game ruined. Just a small thing. I should probably get a bit, just a tiny bit of glue in here. Mm-hmm. Still really cool. Really cool. I'm going to change sides again. Just going to change sides again. Okay, now I understand the extension. Now I understand there's two sides. Now let's continue. Let's continue. Punchboards out. Bags, tons of bags. I have no idea which bag goes where. Minis. We are going to the minis. Should I go to the minis now? I mean, people watching this, they want the minis, right? Oh, so awesome, so awesome. I'm always afraid I'm not going to get the how do you say, the double layer, the double layer player boards. That's something. I think this. I am saying I really love them, but I think this is actually the first time I'm going to have double layer player boards. But yeah, really cool that they are here. I was not sure if they were just a thing for the Kickstarter and the last editions or anything like that. So lots of pieces already inside bags. That's awesome. So I don't have to bag all of these. They look cool. Simple but cool. This is awesome. Is this too far away from me? Probably. Okay, looks awesome. Player colors and resources. This all looks awesome. Okay, this is probably the biggest game I've ever had to open. So I'm just going to look at this first and then put it away. Okay, this has some glue in here. I think there's some glue here. Okay, this is clearly not the best way to open tape. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I would prefer not to get up and get the kitchen knife. Maybe I will have to. Maybe I'll have to before I ruin this. So let's do a small break. And we're back. What else? Nowhere else. That was it. Okay, that was it. It seems that was it. Johnny, hold the knives, please. Okay. Hold on. What's another one? Okay. Okay. So what? So there's. Okay, minis first. I had no idea there were actually minis in this game. This looks good. They look nice. I guess it's one for each color, like some kind of leader. Probably this is probably the main playing piece, right? One for every faction. Cool. This looks cool. Now the mechs are even. Okay. I guess they are like there are types of mechs, right? I was saying there's different levels, but no, I kind of remember there's types of mechs. Oh no, sorry. This is for each faction, right? Each faction has their own mechs. The black look a bit tiny. These are the blues are really really stuck in here. Oh, this is cool. This is like a tiny boat, like a boat that was adapted. I actually have no idea what the black one looked like. Yeah, like a tank, like an adapted tank. Yeah. Now the yellow, this is stuck here. I have to be careful not to break anything. Also a tank, but yeah, a tank with some weird. Not really a tank. This looks like the military boats. Not sure. I'm not a military guy, but they kind of remind me of military boats, maybe used for D-Day or something. And this kind of remind me of both the wheels, but no, it kind of looks like an old bicycle. This looks really cool. Now the whites really look Star Wars like. Now this is cool. This is cool. And the red ones look awesome. These are the most anime-like. These Scythes, I guess. Oh, this looks really awesome. Maybe these are the first minis that I'm going to ask my wife to try and give them a wash or shading or whatever. This looks cool. This was cool. I think this is my first actual minis game war minis game. Where is the lid? What did I do to the lid? No. I'm bad at transparent shit stuff. And yeah, this doesn't fit here. Okay, no, it fits. They even Jesus. They thought shit out. Okay, so I guess this goes on the bottom, and everything else goes on top, and everything else. I mean this. I'm not going to open these. I'm just going to say they look cool, but they look old. Yeah. I would say this game, I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's the. I'm not sure why, but it does look old. This game does look 9 years old, but still, it's a really quality components, quality everything. I can see why people were really amazed at the time. I am amazed right now, mainly because I also don't really have these types of games, so I'm not that behind the times in that aspect. It's not like I'm opening Scythe after playing a lot of modern iterations on the concept. Okay, I have no idea what cards these are. I don't remember from the rule book. Maybe I should have the rule book around. Just for what? For component reference. At least I'll start having an idea of what I'm seeing. These are the combat cards. Okay, so they are all the same back. The back looks cool. The art looks really nice. And I guess what matters is the value. And I'm not sure if, yeah. Combat cards, I have no idea how to use them, but they do look simple. And where I'm going to store this in a bag, right? In a tiny bag. In the tiniest bag of them all, I'm guessing. Although all of these bags look so fucking big, so I'm maybe... No, okay, we have some small bags here. Let's hope they are made for this. If not, I'll just go get some leftover bag from another game. Now, what else? What else? Let's go from big to small. These ones are tighter. Okay. And what are these? These are encounter cards. I guess they have easy opening, and I kind of missed it. Okay. This is actually more than one type of card. I mean, this is per player color, and these are different. These are reds, and reds are the objective cards. So these are objectives. Higher ground advantage. Underworld advantage. Harvest. The art on these cards is really nice. Everything is really nice. Kind of reminds me of playing some older RTS. And I mean older because I really haven't played computer games in so many years. The last years, like I don't know, in the last 10 years I played League of Legends. That was it. League of Legends kind of ended me playing any other type of game, and then I just stopped playing altogether because board games. Okay, I can't go through all of these or these will take hours, but these look cool. And these cards here, what cards are these? I have no idea. They should be player cards. I have no idea what any of these means. And then some references, some player aids. And very hard, automaski. I guess these are for the automas. Okay, yeah. Oh, maybe these are the automa cards. They kind of have steampunk automa stuff here. So yeah, these are automa cards, and probably each color is a different personality or something, and then there's the difficulty modifiers or whatever they are. Cool. This looks cool. This looks awesome. This looks awesome. Really cool. So another small bag for this, I guess. Where did I put the small bags? Here. I'm not sure anymore, but it was my understanding that you could be playing more than one automata, which was really cool. And I guess with the app, I don't really need to buy another set of cards in case I want to do a solo game where I'm not just playing two players, since that also seems to not be the ideal, but who knows, maybe I will enjoy it. What else? So, two more sets of cards. Yeah, this is going to be one big unboxing. What cards are these? Again, no idea. Maybe this is no reference guides are the big ones. Quick start cards, maybe? No, I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Matter. These are really tight. I'm not really sure where to stick the swords without ruining anything. I've done it because I'm super good at knife sticking. I'm really good at knife sticking. There's going to be a ton of plastic here by the end. Oh, I don't know what these cards are. They really look awesome. They look to be like characters. This looks super cool. This looks beyond steampunk. This reminds me of Arcane. Although probably it's Arcane. It reminds me of Warwick. This is really cool. This is so fucking awesome. They probably should do a show about Scythe. Either live action or animation. Although animation would be hard to get. I guess the guys doing League of Legends Arcane would be the right choice for this. But still, this looks like a lot like oil painting, and it's really cool. It would be really hard, it's what I mean, to get a similar look. This looks like Porto. This is really awesome. And I guess these are the Riverwalk cards and characters. I have no idea. These are like references. Yeah, probably reference cards, since they seem to be per player. So I have no idea what this actually is, and it doesn't matter. I'm probably just going to watch a video. This is a big game. I'm going to watch a video and then read. Let's just set up the game. No, this is too big. This is too big. Where are the small ones? This fits the small ones. I think. I hope. Yeah, it fits. So one more set of big cards to open. And what cards are these? I guess these are encounter cards. So encounter, does that mean these are like probably like events? So something that you just randomly pull and it happens, and you make a decision and you win something. This looks cool. It looks really cool because it besides the Euro game and the little war game, even though it's not supposed to be a war game, both of them I'll then mixed a bit with random events like you would probably maybe get on playing a solo RTS. And maybe I'm being stupid. I don't really play a lot of war games. Maybe it is normal in war games to have these events and stuff like this. But it just looks good, and I'm not sure. This is really tight. Oh, I am always forgetting this is easy. This has some kind of easy opening. Or does it? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't, so... So, let me force the plastic here. Come and watch me struggle to open. Jesus Christ, this is hard. This It's hard, guys. You don't need to package cards like this. Come on. This is tight. This is packed tighter than drugs trying to cross borders with dogs. So might be just ruining the cards inside. I'm not sure. Come on, people. This doesn't need to be this tight. I managed to get something. Can I? Yeah, I managed to get a hole, but this is so fucking tight. It is so fucking tight. I'm almost running their cards to open this. Come on, why does this doesn't need to be like that? Okay. Finally. This was tiring. It was tiring, but at least it's nothing new. At least I know what I'm getting into. It's not like Final Girl where I almost ruined the game. Yeah, this looks super cool. I'm not going to go over details too much. This is so fucking cool. I mean, I don't love super realistic, boring, sorry guys, art. But with the mechs and the powers, this does have that little bit of whimsical, how do you say? Almost like there's some magic here. But everything is so real, so the fact that it's an oil painting, yeah, the art direction, the art look really cool. It's almost like you're watching something real, but from a slightly different world, and that's really awesome. It's really awesome. Sorry guys, I'm showing you all of this sideways. It's really awesome, and let's package this away. And there's still like a ton. There's still a ton to open. Dun. Okay, so I'm going to have to set this up. There are like 3 things to set up. Oh my god. Let me not lose the colors where they fit. And I'm guessing that it goes like this, but yeah, it has to go like this. I'd prefer having some kind of confirmation here first. I guess this is the confirmation I wanted. Maybe this setup will say something about it, maybe not. If not, it's probably because it's obvious, and I'm just going to trust myself. And okay, this needs opening too. Okay. Come on. What the fuck? Is this not open yet? Jesus. Jesus, guys, why do you package things so fucking tight? Come on. There's always the possibility that this game will show its age to anyone who has been playing in that genre, but since I have not been playing in the genre, I'm hoping it doesn't, and I think I'm going to have this side. Yeah, this side will be the side that will go in, so I don't ruin anything by going the opposite way. Okay, nice, this looks nice. Now let's go to the other one. Same thing, big side on the front. This is probably related to, I don't know, because there's not enough for all the players unless they are hidden. No, there's not enough because there's only 3 of these. So I have no idea where this goes for now. But I guess it will go on a big bag. Yeah, this is too big for the small ones, so it will go here for now. And then this is some kind of player board, part of the player boards. Like, player boards are twofold, right? Also, I like that there's places for the cards on the board. That's really nice. I don't love it when you just have to stick everything around the board. I mean, it's okay, but why not just have the board do all of that? It looks cool. Nice touch, looks cool. So all of these looks cool, looks good. Ah! Sorry. And now to the double layer boards. I'm going to finally have some layer boards. Oh my god, I forgot about these cards. I completely forgot about these cards for some reason, and they were with this. They were here. So I'm just going to have them as they came. I think they were here, or they were here. No, they were here. Jesus. So and that's it. That's the player boards. I was saying this. The whole concept of the dual layer boards is something I love because I really hate fiddly things that move around. My hands are big. They are not super fat, but they are big, and I'm not the most precise person. I tremble, and sometimes it's just easy getting stuff on its place and having them just leave. It's not cool at all. And I've been ordering some Kickstarters with always with double layer boards if possible, but I don't actually yet have a game with double layer boards, so I'm going to now find out how cool or not it is. Maybe I'll find out that I'm still clumsy, it doesn't make a difference. Really cool. Really cool. This is all really cool. This is all really cool. I'm not sure if I'll be able to try this today, but I'm certainly going to watch some videos and install the app, and maybe, who knows? Who knows? I mean, really recently I was just wanting to buy... I love this kind of themes, so recently I was really wanting to buy Frostpunk. And Frostpunk would be like the heavier game I have. I love city building, I love the theme, but for me it's going to be a big step up, so I just gotta at least get this game out of the way, learn to play it. I don't even remember how heavy this is. I think this is a 3 point something. I don't remember if it's a lower 3 or a higher 3, but playing this will certainly give me more confidence and get this out of the way, because I can't justify just buying more heavy games without trying the ones I have. And I also have the War of the Ring games to try. That's going to be a task all on its own. And what is this for? I guess this is for... I have no idea. This is probably for resources or something during the game. There's only 2. And I should probably just set them up. But I'll have to know what they are used for which resources they are. I guess there's probably 2 common resources. So factions, colors, what? Multiplayer tokens, encounter tokens, and cardboard coins. So what would this be? This is not big. This would be for something small. I'm guessing it's not for faction components. Maybe the setup could have a photo with everything set up. No, it doesn't. So for now I'm going to leave this in its place, and when I'm... Yeah, probably when I watch the autoplay and see people having the table set up, I'll completely understand where this is supposed to be used. So now we go to only punchboard left. Only punchboard left. So coins, 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 and they all are separated. I'm not going to separate them, or should I? So simple stuff first, structure tiles, or whatever these are, structure bonus. I have no idea what that's for. But I'm guessing I'm going to use one of the small ones. And I can actually start putting this in its rightful place. So not that much space inside the box. Not that much space inside the box for stuff. What the fuck am I doing? Does this not fit? Is that... what the fuck? What the fuck? Maybe. Like these. Like these, and I'm still missing one. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. And let's just go for the cards, for the coins. I'm just going to have the coins all together. It's not that much that you need separation. They all have numbers. Yeah. There's a lot of different coins actually. Okay, so I'm going to use the big bag for coins, no particular reason. I'll leave the small squares to be punched out later for whoever wants them. My fingers are too small for that, and I know people love to punch things out. So whenever I play this with someone else, it will be an extra pleasure for them. So I guess this was an extra thing, and I'm going to store it somehow, somewhere. Just going to store it. It's cool that they give you extra components, really cool. And I'm probably going to miss some coins because they look the same as the map. Rest of the coins. Come on, super fast, show them how fast you are. It's a speed run. I have no idea what these big bags are for. Oh, I'm still missing the... Oh, already missed one here. Okay, and one got stuck. Okay. Another got stuck. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, I'll have to double check this in the end. I'm always afraid of that I'm going to have tokens go in the trash one day. So these will go in a smaller bag. There's no more smaller bags, so whatever. They're going to go on a big bag. So let's make sure I'm not screwing anything. Okay, it doesn't seem like I am. This can go away. Now the rest, encounter and multipliers. There's a cool unboxing. I was afraid it's going to be super big, but there's not like tons and tons of components. That's really cool. Tons of components is always scary, especially when you have yet to learn the game. Kind of make games look heavier than they are, probably. So it's cool that there's not a million tokens. So I'm going to watch some videos, probably read parts of the rules, do a setup later, and I need to figure out the best way for all of these. This is not the best way for any of these. I mean, this probably no, there's no more space. I mean, yeah. Maybe I should get rid of this, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this is thin. Maybe this can fit here. Maybe this fits here. Maybe still a big bag missing. Yeah, this was a cool unboxing. Everything looks super high quality. There's extra bags, there's extra care with everything. Just too bad that my board on the other side was just a tiny bit ruined, but that's almost non-existent problem. But I should glue it, or maybe when I'm moving this around behind it, it could get ruined. So almost over here. Almost over. What side does this turn? Okay, it's this side. All good. Don't want to ruin the board. I don't want to ruin the board. Okay, like this now. These heavy boards always scare me. I don't have to ever have a ruined board on my hands, whatever the game. No matter how many times I play it, it's not something I want to experience. And by the way, where is it one of these ends that's ruined? No, it is not. Okay. So this is still an heavy box. Even after unboxing, this is still heavy. I have no idea what side. This is the right side. This is the right side. Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I might have a playthrough at some point. I mean, I've never played through such a long game, but yeah, that's possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, comment, like, and subscribe, and yeah, chapters below. I guess at this point it doesn't matter. I should have mentioned it in the start, but I have to start getting used to saying that there's chapters below, so better start than not. Enjoy and see you on the next one, guys.